Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks Peter, it's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone is going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. Kulusevski. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Pings it across. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kalulu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, that has not gone well. And it's Kulusevski.
Kulusevski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Talisca with the delivery. Kalulu. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, we expected better and so did he. Cash. Talisca, looking for options for movement. Big chance, Nunez! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Lenormand spots it and intercepts. Foden. Lookman. Partey. Lookman. Osimhen. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And here's Osimhen. Can he get it through? Musiala was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he whips it in. Gets the shot away! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Partey. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And Lenormand. Cash. And it's Kulusevski. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kalulu. Now Foden.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's taking on the lot of them. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Danny Vivian. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ruben Dias. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, this looks sharp. And here's Musiala. Oh, played right into his path. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. Marco Verratti. And here's Nunez. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And it's Bellanova. And he's gone searching crossfield. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Nicely worked. A lot of space ahead of him. Musiala plays it in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a really well-measured ball. Marco Verratti. Verratti gets his head on it! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cash. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look and plays it forward. And that is a little undercooked. That has ended up in no man's land. Kalulu. That's Partey. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Verratti. And it's Kulusevski. Oh, that's well spotted. Musiala. Foden. Kulusevski. Kulusevski gets a cross in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Chooses to go back. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Nunez is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Substitution on the field. Number 94.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field is number 7, Nkunku. Substitution in progress.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Arrascaeta. Danny Vivian. Cash. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. Has crossed into the middle. De Vrij getting this one clear.
Galatasaray truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out.
Shot at goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Pavlovic.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belanova. That's the keeper's ball. Just 5 minutes left. No, again there's no way through. Belanova. Evan Nielsen charging forward, the ball at his feet. This looks promising. He's got away. Evan Nielsen! Lacking in accuracy. Martinez. Berenguer. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. 2 minutes to be added on. He's in a good position here. He's had a shot! He scores! Deep into injury time! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish.
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Darwin voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please take some time out to give your support to
Any
our
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, it's a performance you can't really complain about, both in terms of inspiration and industry. It was a hard-working win, but when necessary, they were able to call upon that creativity and the ability to dig in.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. Nunez! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Brilliantly cut out. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Ito kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Belanova. Verratti. Played into space. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Foden. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. He's got away. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Kulusevski. And it's Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Is there any support? He might... There's the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Musiala plays it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ambitious ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kulusevski. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Cleared away. Fabian Ruiz. Talisca. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Partey. And here's Osimhen. It's a really well-measured ball. He slings it in. And that should get the job done. Cross shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Ito. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Kalulu producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Musiala, strong running down that left flank. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Musiala. Lookman has it out wide and in space. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Musiala. Driving through the middle. And now they can spring out of defence. It's run loose here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Musiala, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Permitted in designated areas
An
within these
engrossing
grounds.
half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Lenormand. Now Dani Vivian. Cash. Now Dani Vivian. Kalulu. And it's Musiala. And that's really well manoeuvred. Marco Verratti. Great vision. He's through here. And he's searching. Can he finish? It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change. So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Kulusevski. Look at the space here. Decent chance! Superb from Osimhen! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Galatasaray grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And he shoots! Goal! Galatasaray! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Lookman demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And a chance! Goal! And this is getting better and better. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And yes, it's him again. Galatasaray take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Lookman. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Marco Verratti. Now Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Darwin. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kalulu.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Foot in. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lookman! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Nunez. Cash. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here.
Oh, really well played.
Marco Verratti. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice control. Osimhen, he is onto this. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Ito. Stefan de Vrij. Fabian Ruiz. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is good alertness. Musiala. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Verratti. And the number on the board is 3. Belanova. That's a good run down the left. Rodri gets over it. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.